Hello everyone. Today we are going to unveil a story full of horror and humor. Are you ready? After a rough time, a wren narrowly survived, and Kevin stumbled upon an interesting stone tablet in the temple that hid a girl. But when they opened it, they realized her abdomen was in pretty bad shape, like an expired food item. What a story. After Lin Daisheng's arrest, he confessed. The bizarre serial murder case ended. Time for Kevin to go home. Lao Huang invited her for a farewell dinner, but surprisingly, Kevin asked him to pick the place, which led them straight to Lao Huang's. Kevin knew all along that Lao Huang hadn't been back home in ages and that his marriage issues were no longer a secret. She played matchmaker, and her good intentions really paid off. The couple's mood lightened up instantly. Even when she said thanks, Mom, the daughter who hadn't spoken in 3 years, couldn't help but laugh. In a fit of joy, they got totally smashed, and Kevin got too lazy to go home, so she crashed at Lao Huang. But the next day when Lao Huang tried to wake her up, he found her missing in action, and she had even pulled out her own tongue to talk about. By the time the cops arrived, they found mold growing in her nose, which really forced her to rush to the hospital. After waking, Lao Huang untangled the case. Kevin was obviously fate's victim. He couldn't figure out why Xiao Mei was at the temple. Clearly, there was some hidden truth there. Lao Huang rushed to find Xiao Mei, only to realize she had pulled a disappearing act again. No doubt she had headed back to the temple. He took a cab there, only to be greeted with an avalanche of mysterious fungi falling from above, and Xiao Mei finally stopped hiding. All bizarre happenings were her work. Lao Huang demanded her confession, but with a flick, he fell into a trance. Lao Huang found himself reliving the moment his daughter was kidnapped, but this time she wasn't so lucky. Subsequently, his wife emerged, degrees of circumflex ligature or stroke micro or snatching the gun away from her big brother-in-law with immense flair. Lao Huang, do you really care about us? Do you need us? Lao Huang knelt there in agony, his heart breaking. Yet in a flash, he was back before Xiao Mei, who aimed the gun at her own head, hoping to ascend after death. Lao Huang didn't buy into that myth. To him, Xiao Mei was just a criminal and didn't even think about sparing her. But Xiao Mei snatched the gun and shot his leg. Lao Huang knew it was a dream. Her reminder woke him up. This touched a nerve for Lao Huang, and he grabbed the gun, aimed at Xiao Mei, but really only managed to injure her. Shortly after, she rushed Xiao Mei to the hospital for just a superficial wound. But when Lao Huang asked the doctor to check her eyes, he uncovered a bigger secret. Turns out, when Xiao Mei's mother gave birth to her, she was left all alone. Later, Xiao Mei claimed she saw unseen things, and had a sister learned in hospital. She thought her sister ascended as a saint in the womb, not dead. That's a wild theory. When Lao Huang returned home, he sensed something was off. On the table lay a divorce agreement, and everyone had already signed. What's happening? They made up, but he hears his wife scolding their daughter. Bizarre atmosphere. Feeling uneasy, he was about to step in when his wife turned around and became Xiao Mei. She grabbed his daughter, knife in hand, and Lao Huang pulled the trigger almost instantly. But as Xiao Mei fell, Lao Huang returned to the temple. His illusion wasn't over. In this fog of confusion, Xiao Mei revealed her ascension plan. Clearly, there was a big secret behind her. She was actually one of 2 cultivators, secretly plotting her immortality. For the purpose of reincarnation, they meticulously inscribed their plans onto an ancient stone tablet. A clever yet naive scheme, huh? Talk about a tough break. She managed to ensure success by getting her mother sent to hell. Meanwhile, her sister had to follow the instructions on the tablet for her grand immortality plans. Well, she began implementing her plan at age 14, and this time it definitely wouldn't stand in the way of Xiao Mei's escapade. Lao Huang finally realized that Xiao Mei had been manipulating everything behind the scenes. What a twist. In the end, she enlisted others to help complete her plan, making everything go according to her wishes. And this plan was just like something out of a movie. Nah. The twisted. In death, Lao Huang became a casualty of her flawless plan, just as she wanted. Ultimately, police concluded Lao Huang's heart stopped from mold inhalation, ending it all. His wife, unwilling to accept the truth, desperately tried to wake him up without moving. Thankfully, the love in Lao Huang's heart was awakened by his daughter, and thus the story came to a close. However, after all, a story is just a story. Do immortal beings really exist or not? Xiaomi's last utterance before her passing might just have been her own small solace, a sense of inner peace. In fact, everything might just be her delusion, and the final 4 verses are truly the real theme. Love brings worry, hate, parting from love knows neither. Final commentary on this tragedy. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe for more humorous thrillers coming your way.